Hello, Andy Bassist, coming at you once again. This week we're going to go through my my bass arsenal. Okay, so a little bit of interlude in between playing and stuff. This is a Squire vintage modified Jaguar. It's completely standard. Probably the last video that anyone will see this in where it is standard. Getting a new bridge, some new tuners, and some Seymour Duncans, and a new tone. So it'll be completely different bass next time anybody sees it, which is... it sounds badass. I'm not doing it because it sounds bad. It's just a little upgrade, you know? It doesn't quite live with some of the others, so just needs that little bit of a pep up. It's rosewood fingerboard, maple neck. I think it's a basswood body, but I don't know. I'll check the specs and post them on screen. But other than that, love this thing. Obviously, it's a short scale. So yeah, Squire Jaguar. Okay, cool. So that was the Jag. This is another Squire. This is a vintage modified jazz bass, as you can see. This has had the mods similar to what's going to kind of happen to that one, apart from the fact that these has got Nordströms in it rather than Seymour Duncans. The same guy, I forget your name, dude, I'm really sorry, is making me the new tone circuit. Something about this guy's tone circuits, I will post a link below. He's a member on Facebook on Bass Chat. Something about when his tone is rolled all the way off, it's still super usable, still cuts through. Never had that before. I had a P bass with it on years ago, and yeah, I just really like the sound of it. Apart from that, it's had no mods, apart from the new pickups and the tone circuit, I should say. It's completely standard. I want to get a new high mass bridge, but we'll see. The tuners are actually super good quality. For it being a Squire, not that's bad. I think these Squires are sort of on par with Mexican Fenders these days, if not better. So buy with confidence. But yeah, Squire jazz bass, all maple neck, maple body. Really, really good guitar for the money. If anybody's looking at one. Okay, so this is the Townie. Really, really pretty guitar. I played this at a trade show. Not this particular bass, but I played a purple one at a trade show in one of my vlogs, which you've probably, hopefully you've seen if you watch the channel. It's an awesome looking thing, and it plays really well. Yeah, okay, for the situations in some, it feeds back. It's a hollow body. I don't, you live in that sort of situation if you play a hollow body. I'm going to set up sort of a noise suppressor and stuff on my MS3, so it will help out. I don't really mind. I use it live. I just try to not point it directly at the monitor or at my amp, unless I want to be silly and have some fun. It's got volume and tone for each pickup. They're kind of, I don't even know what pickups they are, but they're really high output, which I like because it's totally passive. Three-way switch, neck, both, bridge. I normally like to stick with a bridge. Occasionally I'll go both, but normally I stick with a bridge, just a gnarlier sound. Yeah, it just plays really well. It's really well balanced. Yeah, so that is the Townie. The tape is a little security thing, just because I haven't put strap locks on it yet. Yeah. Sorry, Steve. Stephen from Townie. That's kind of, yeah. I just stuck tape all over your beautiful guitar, but it is beautiful. I think it's maple topped. I could be totally wrong. Rosewood. I believe it's a rosewood fingerboard, but it could be ebony. Again, I'm really bad, so sorry. I'll put the specs below or here, so you can see what it actually is, and then I'll stop lying to you. Okay, so as we say, here's the crazy. My 6-string ESP. I got it on a whim because I love U-bred Raptors, and they play an 8-string. I couldn't afford to drop like $4,000 on a Conklin like he does, like Pete uses from U-bred Raptors. So I got this. It's not the most expensive 6-string. It's not the cheapest, but it's not the most expensive. It's got an active EQ, passive pickups. It's got a nice bridge. It's got a nice space to play. I've got it set up with a stupid low E, because I also like periphery as well as U-bred Raptors. It's no dingwall, basically, but it works for when I use it. I don't use it as much as I should. But yeah, it's not. I won't get rid of it because it's a lot of fun. The bridge, we had to drill it with a step drill to get the 195 string through the bridge. I do love it, and it is kind of fun to pull out occasionally at I only use it really for 2, if people know that band. If not, here's a link to the Facebook page and to the YouTube channel where you can listen to the track. This is all over that, hitting in the really sub lows. It's really, really cool. Like I say, a lot of amps can't handle this. They just distort straight away, which you're probably hearing now in the sound samples. Okay, so from the ridiculous to one of the very first basses that I owned. Basically, I went big. I went in big. I wanted something that was going to inspire me. I was a big Chili Peppers fan at the time. Still love them now, but only the old school stuff with John. It's called the Modulus FB4. Flea bass 4, basically 4-string. They did a 5-string version for a little bit. Yeah, it's basically set up as a homage to Flea at the time. It's got an Aguilar preamp, 18-volt preamp in it, so it's active, and a Seymour Duncan's bass lines pickup, active again. So it's my only active bass that I own. It really kicks out in output, but I also like that my passive basses will keep up with this. Got badass bridge. I think Charla tuners, maybe. They're like branded Modulus, but they look like a brand that I know. Yeah, the neck is, as you might have noticed, it's a composite carbon fiber neck with a composite fingerboard. It doesn't feel weird. It doesn't feel dead. It sounds really cool, really clear. Really crisp. I really like it, and the tuning stability is ridiculous. This is tuned the top 4 strings of a 5-string, so it's tuned C, D, G, F, C, D, G, C. So it's super cool. It takes that tuning without issue at all. This neck has never moved, and it can't. There is nothing in it to move. The body is basswood. It was Arctic white when I got it. It's now sort of turning into a lovely cream. I love this bass. I will never sell it, even if I don't use it as much as I should. But yeah, my Modulus FB4. Love this thing. Sounds killer. Hey guys, cheers for checking out that video. Sorry the sound samples were really short. Was just trying to keep it down to the minimum. If you guys want individual sort of playthroughs with each bass, we're talking about, you know, all their specs individually. Totally cool to do this. I'm trying to hook up with the guys from Townie to go down and film a video out theirs. They're awesome, awesome guys. I love my Squires. I'd love a Fender endorsement, or Squire endorsement, but that's so far away. And my Modulus is, like I say, it's been with me 10 years, so that's going nowhere. It's turning into like a nice vintage now. So yeah, it needs to come back in the fold. Maybe we'll bring that back in. But anyway, cheers for checking out the video, and be sure to hit subscribe. There are pedalboard demos, and that rig behind me will be getting a proper demo, as opposed to the one that I posted sort of short last week, where I'm going to go through all my pedalboard and how that interacts with it and stuff. And obviously, when my CTM is back, that will be when that's filmed. Obviously, at the minute, you can see there's a Hartke there in the place of my lowly little CTM, which is in the shop getting fixed. Cheers for checking out the video, guys. See you next week.